Hello family, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great. In today's video I'm going to share with you another delicious dinner recipe, dagaa in coconut sauce served with traditional vegetables and ugali. Let's get straight to today's video. Today we are going to be preparing some omena or dagaa. I have omena here for 100 shillings. So I'll just try to check on it or separate it as I put it here. So for this kind of fish, you have to wash it thoroughly first with hot water. Okay, I feel like my water is just warm enough or hot enough. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my omena here, my fish. This omena has to be washed thoroughly. So for me, I always wash my fish. If it's this omena, I wash it 3 or 4 times before I cook it. So the washing is actually a must. And as you can see, if I decide to move this water like this, you can see the sand right there. It's remaining at the bottom of the basin. So that's why you have to remove the fish using a spoon and not drain the water. After I wash my fish and set it aside, as I've done here, all I'm going to do is to just discard this water, rinse my basin, and then I'm going to come back again and wash this fish for the second and the third time. Okay. So as you can see, with the time the water is now starting to get clear. So you have to take your time to wash this kind of fish really well. And you guys, I did an obambo recipe that I came with when I went to visit my mom. Check it out on my channel. It's one of my favorite traditional recipes that I did and I loved it, you guys. Check it out on my channel. I know you are going to love it too. One more thing that you have to do is to rinse your plate each and every time that you start the process again. Okay, so here we go. Now this fish is now super clean. I washed my fish 4 times. Let's prepare other ingredients. I have some vegetables here. 1 large tomato and this small one here. I have some garlic here, fresh garlic, and then I have some green onion. Since my omena is so much, I'm gonna need so much onions, and like you can see, I have these ones that I'm going to be using. You can use red onion if you have that at home, but the green onion works wonderfully on omena. Then right here I have my coriander. Yeah, my coriander was in the fridge, but it doesn't mean that is bad, it's just frozen. So here we go, my onions are ready. So for this garlic, I'm going to be chopping the garlic into pieces and then I'm going to go ahead and crush it. So if you have ginger and garlic paste, you can use that. Okay, so here we go. It's a little bit, but I'll collect it together. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to fry my fish first. So I have my pot here. I'm just going to go ahead and add my oil, and since this fish is so much, I'm going to add it in bits, just a little bit at a time so they can get to dry. So let me just do it so you can see what I mean. I'm going to add my oil in, and then I'm going to preheat it. The trick here is make sure that your oil is super hot so that when you dip your omena inside or your fish inside, they get to dry up and not absorb the oil. And then when the first side of your fish begins to turn golden brown, you're going to just make sure that you mix it continuously. Yeah, like this. The first batch is ready. I'm going to remove it and then I'm going to set it aside. After you add your fish in, just make sure that you don't add a spoon on it or stir it. That will make your fish break and then it will turn out very messy. So you just have to be patient and wait for them to cook until the lower side is golden brown. Okay, so the lower part is now a little golden brown, so I'm going to go ahead and start mixing it up. And one more thing that you have to make sure you do is to let them dry. Okay, so here we go. I hope you got the points. I'm going to remove this ones and then I'm going to do the rest of camera. Okay guys, so here we go. Now all my omena is ready. I'm going to be very honest with you here, you guys. I love my omena when it's dry. When I move them around my hand like this, you can hear the sound that it's making. I have my piece of coconut here. I'm going to go ahead and chop it into tiny pieces. You can use coconut milk if you have it at home. For me, I love it when I use fresh coconut like this. Fresh coconut is much better. After chopping my coconut, I'm going to go ahead and add it to my mortar and then I'm going to crush it up. Okay, so here we go. Now this is what I have here. I'm going to use the same pot. I'll just adjust a little bit of my oil and then I'm going to add my onions and fry them to golden brown. My onions are good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and add my tomato in. Let me start with the tomato. Then I'm going to mix it up. To get your tomatoes to soften really quick, just add a little bit of salt on top of your tomatoes like this. They'll get soft very quick rather than when you cover them and then just let them soften. It will take more time that way. I'm going to go ahead and add my coriander and then I'm going to cover it and then I'm going to let my tomatoes soften. Then good to go. Okay, as you can see, they softened very fast. I'm now going to go ahead and add my coconut in. Okay. So that is just 1 tablespoon that is dipped and another tablespoon. So it's just 2 tablespoons of coconut and then I'm going to go ahead and mix it up. So my tomatoes can absorb it. So the trick here is to prepare your tomato or vegetable mixture first, and then after you fry your omena, you're just going to add it in like this. If it's wet fry, just add it in and then give it a quick mix and then remove it immediately. Don't let it sit there so it becomes soft. So after this, I'm going to set a little bit aside. Yeah. So from here, I'm going to add in some milk. You can measure your milk. It can be half a cup of milk here. Let me just adjust the water. So when you're adding the water, just add the water to slightly cover your fish. Not so much. Okay, that's just enough. And then I'm going to give it a quick mix again like this. And then all I'm going to do is to adjust my salt. And then I'm going to cover it up. And then I'm going to let it simmer for at least 10 minutes until the soup is super thick. Our fish is now ready. So this is how this looks. It looks really yummy. Oh, this smells so good, you guys. I can't wait to taste it. I'm so hungry. I'm going to go ahead and add my vegetables in. Yeah, this kind of fish is super tasty with slimy vegetables. Our dinner is ready. Oh, garlic, yeah. So I'm going to give it a taste so I can tell you especially how Omena tastes. So, it's so good. The coconut in it is just perfect. So you guys, I hope you like this particular dinner recipe as much as I loved making it and sharing it with you. Thanks for watching, and kindly subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss my new uploads. See you in my next video. Bye.